Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast. Let's get it on! Come into the ring, step into the fire, see what you want, baby. If your heart has desire, and get out, get knocked down, and get out, get knocked down, and get up, get knocked down, down, down. Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast, 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 Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast.
And good evening, everyone. You're listening to another episode of the Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast. And my guest at this time, owner of Wrestle Rave, the one and only Nick, Irene. Irene, how's that? Good enough?
You're not the first person to call me that, but yes.
All right. But how you doing tonight?
Good. Hope everything is doing well for yourself as well.
Yeah, cold weather is kicking in. We had a little couple flurries earlier, but then it stopped.
Oh, yeah, here in Texas, it's like a nice frigid, like 50, 60 degrees out here. So,
Yeah, it's like normal for you guys.
Yeah,
That's
cold for us here. But yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I know. The Jersey Shore, we get whatever. We don't care. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just another day of fucking snow and get out of work, right?
Pretty much.
But anyway, man, yeah, we were discussing last time. I was actually attending a couple of shows, and I was like, all right, this guy needs to come on. He wants to promote some wrestling and talk wrestling, and here we are today. So, what is it about wrestling that got you started watching wrestling as a kid? How's that? We'll start the basic. Growing up watching wrestling.
The basic one, yeah, the basic question. Let's see how I started watching. The first earliest memory of wrestling is I was flipping around the channels on my old box TV back in the day, and was flipping on through the channels. I was 8 years old, flipping on the channels, and I see this group of people beating up this poor fool, beating him up, bloodying him up, and I've never seen anything like that in my life. Turns out that was the opening segment to the Monday Night Raw after Evolution had kicked out Randy Orton. So,
yeah, the old Randy Orton days.
Yeah, and then I got to see that, and then I watched that episode of Raw, and I guess I've been hooked ever since.
And then you're like, okay, there's a lot more besides, WWE, AEW. There's a lot of independent wrestling that's actually was out there that we never, we didn't never knew about as kids growing up. Like, all we do is ECW, WCW, Japan wrestling.
Yeah, well, I was too young, so I didn't get to experience all that WCW, ECW stuff. I mean, I pretty much grew up on WWE, and I ate up the brainworms that said, like, if you're not in WWE, then you're second rate.
Right.
But it took me a while to kind of get around to the indies, and especially with getting to see other promotions. It definitely helped that WWE declined so much over the years. That I was like, well, I don't hate wrestling, but I want to not watch this wrestling or this whatever you want to call it. So I got involved with TNA. That was my second gateway. Was TNA.
Oh, TNA was a good run. They had a good run.
Yeah, I actually got into TNA during the Aces and Eights run, so I got into TNA during that time. And then when Adam Cole was the Ring of Honor champion, I got in the Ring of Honor. And then I'd always been interested in other independents. And then really when GCW kind of popped up, I just kind of like, the indie. This is more. Yeah. This is more than the typical indie that I'm used to.
Yeah, because it's a lot more, like just performers and just the way that they set up the ring. This staging is everything, for wrestling, and the crowds, and you just got to know what you want. And so you came about and you started a promotion,
Yes.
right? Wrestle Rave. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd always wanted to try it out for some weird reason.
Mhm.
And luckily, my stepdad believed in me. I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm a self-made man by any means.
No.
I mean, I pretty much laid out a plan of what I wanted to do, and
Mhm.
obviously didn't have to do it. They're not big wrestling fans; they actually
Yeah.
despise it. But they knew how much I cared about it, and they decided, you know what, we'll help you out and see where it goes. So here I am.
Yeah, you invested in yourself. You could put a couple dollars in, and you get the right things. You gotta get the ring, of course. That's the first. Gotta make sure you get the ring, and the roster, and it's a lot of work. It really
Oh
is
yeah, a lot of work.
a lot of work, a lot of staff, and just and then you got those fire codes. You got to deal with the fire codes, and you know, it's like, oh man, I hope I could get cleared, because you see a lot of the promotions these days. They close down the doors because their capacity or this and that or something's not working.
Well, luckily here in Texas, we're pretty
Yes.
relaxed. So like,
Mhm.
we don't really have to go through any regulatory body or really anything like that. Pretty much
No.
as long as like the cops don't like get called on
Mhm.
you, and you're pretty good for the most part.
Yeah, yeah. In Texas, I noticed that loco wrestling. You guys actually run out of there. I was noticing as like you work with them as well.
Yes, we've worked with Loco a couple of times, and
Mm.
good for and yeah, just always have liked their product and their company. So yeah, I've always enjoyed their stuff.
Beautiful building. Beautiful building. Like when they put shows on, it's like when Game Changer was there and just loco wrestling's there. It's like wow, it's chemistry. Like
Yeah.
it's a beautiful fan base crowd, and the way that their matches are set up, and of course your matches are set up too. I was watching a couple of the old. I guess you don't have that many on IWTV yet, but more to come. There'll be more
Yeah,
to watch. Yeah,
there'll be more to come. We're actually
yeah.
getting our September show up here pretty soon. We just had
Mhm.
our commentary. One of the first things you kind of have to realize is that commentary
Yeah.
files may get corrupted. So
Mhm.
we actually got Veda Scott actually working on our commentary right now for that show, and it will be on IWTV soon.
Sweet. Beta Scott, great person.
Yes.
Great person. And a great husband she has now, or boyfriend. God, Mike Bailey. Making his rounds again. Shout out to him.
Yeah, got to see him at Hard to Kill last weekend, and whew, guy's good, really good.
Yeah, hard to kill, and he just wrestled Tony Deppen at Game Changer. Hell of a show. Hell of a match. Hell of a match. To see him come back, and he still got it. I remember Mike Bailey from back in CZW days going back to the dojo, watching, or not the dojo, Combat Zone when it was Combat, seeing him wrestle was awesome. Many times. I wish he got contracted like in Ring of Honor at the time. He would have been perfect person for that. His style.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I'm looking at your lineup for this next card. My gosh, you have names that I probably can go off the wall and say, wow, you got Casanova Valentine, the hipster heartthrob.
Of course, we've worked with him before, and he's a great guy. And we decided it can't really be a Valentine's themed show if Casanova isn't involved in some way.
No. And you have uh, uh, Gary J, of course, the one and only.
Yes, absolutely great talent is Gary J. Great person too, but
Yeah.
Great performer in my opinion.
And actually we have the flyer. Let's put this flyer up here. We can just play while we watch this, right?
Yeah, there you go.
I know something to let's see, technology, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't the slideshow feature didn't work, so I made a video.
It's all good.
It is.
Gets the point across one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
There we go.
So yeah, Casanova Valentine. We have a Ladder of Love. It's gonna be, and then that's a good women's match. Sam Stackhouse, ASF. You'll see ASF at Hammerstein this weekend. The Kirks are great. Two young talents right there going at it. T. Ray and Gary J. Wrestle Vlogs title, a little lucha action.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron and we'll crown our first heavyweight champion at this show.
Mm-hmm. I'll replay it. I'll just keep on replaying it. There we go. Yeah.
We got a little. We like to kind of have a variety of everything on our shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, women's from the women's division to got to mix it up. Oh, Sam's shout out to Sam's Stackhouse. Actually, it was just on my podcast a couple days ago. Great.
Oh yeah,
great
Stackhouse, great people.
Yes, he is. And you got you got some lucha guys here. I'm loving that, and it's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a great card.
Appreciate that.
We'll just keep on playing it over and over and over, right? Let people see it, right? Keep on playing it. And
of course, you could follow us on Twitter at Wrestle Rave HTX, like Houston initials, and on Facebook and Instagram, we're just at Wrestle Rave on those platforms, and all the links to our tickets and info is on those sites.
Yeah, I have it all. Set up here for you. After we'll show that after. But yeah, it's gonna be great. Let's close this out now. I guess I don't need that. Do we need it? No. Remove from screen.
There you go.
There. Oh, you know what? I'll leave it like this. It's better. There you go. Then people can actually follow and read the screen. But anyway, yeah, it seems like it's the time of year for wrestling again. Like wrestling's back to normal, back to the to where we wanted to be again.
Yeah, slowly but surely. Hopefully, getting back to where we want it to be. Hopefully, just in general, the world is getting back to where we want it to be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then you go just sell out crowd, just sell out your show, and be ready for the fans to get in the ring and into the arena and just have a good time. Like always, put on a show that you guys do a good job and just keep on going.
That's the plan.
Every show is a new show, and people need to be surprised. You never know,
Absolutely.
But getting back to so how I don't even know these guys, but T-Ray, right? T-Ray.
Yes, T-Ray.
Okay. Yes, let's get into him. Let's talk about him a little.
So T-Ray, he's a big dude with surprising athleticism. He's a real big player in the Texas area. More people should probably look at him. He's extremely talented. He's one of those big dudes that can, he can do Fosbury flops. He can do flips, dives, and have great matches with just about anyone he works. So he's an awesome guy, awesome talent. I would recommend him pretty much for any promotion out there. And he's one of our top guys that we're kind of featuring a lot because we think he can develop into something.
Mm-hmm. Now you have a lot of these guys in this ladder match. A ladder match. This is gonna be good. Ladder of Love.
Yes.
You have Alex Arsenal, Kenny
Calypso.
Calypso. Go ahead. You can read the names off. I feel bad. Like I'm.
Oh no, you're good. Alex Arsenal. Yeah. I don't have it in front of me, but it's Alex Arsenal, Kenny Calypso, Dmitry Alexandrov, MC Hardbody, and Chocolate Poppy.
Mm-hmm. Chocolate Poppy. That name sounds familiar. He's been around, I think.
Yeah, he's been around. Very slept on. Another great talent. Actually trained with Noah for a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. Very good talent. All those guys are in this ladder match for their own particular reason.
That's great.
Young, hungry guys.
No belt on the line or no? Just
no belt on the line, but it is a ladder of love. So the winner is going to be a special Valentine's date with a special female companion in honor of Valentine's. So 5 men will have to fight it out to find love.
I like it. That's catchy.
Hey, we're gimmick. If you haven't learned from any of our shows, we like our gimmicks.
Yeah, you got to have the gimmicks, man. If you don't have the gimmicks,
we love our gimmicks.
If you don't have gimmicks, what's wrestling, right? Gotta, people don't realize. Yeah, it's like I just looked back and I was like looking at the Game Changer card. They're bringing back the golden ladder match, like the reach for the gold again.
I'm like, wow. Like brass ring.
Mm-hmm. like AEW's done that, but hey, whatever. It's all good. It's all a catchy idea. Like your gimmicks. Everybody has a gimmick, you know.
Exactly.
Okay, now I'm looking at Justin Badgate versus Justin Tyler.
Johnny Badgate versus Justin Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Former friends, now going to be rivals. They've tagged in the past, and now they're going to feud it out. They're both young, hungry talents, and want to get their names out there here at the Wrestle Rave universe.
Mm-hmm. And you have the females, of course. The females, Maya Friday versus Amber Rodriguez.
Yeah. Friday, 16 years old, but has a lot of potential at 16 years old. Reminds me a lot of Billy Starks, just on how young she is and how she kind of just gets it already.
Mm-hmm.
Very talented. She'll probably, I could see her, breaking out.
Would you like to see? Would you like to see Billy Starks come in to Wrestle Rave?
I mean, yeah, I would love to have Billy Starks.
You could have her versus her. That'd be good. Ooh.
We've thought about it. We've
picture idea. Yeah, ideas are always on the table, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, anytime we could get Billy Starks in, I mean, I'm gonna take advantage of it. So, she's the top people out there right now. So,
and also her boyfriend, Marcus Mathers, as well. Yes.
Yes, we are big fans of his as well. I have a lot of people down here who would love us to bring him in.
Got to do it. It's gonna happen. If it happens, I could fly out there just for the hell of it. I'd go.
We are open. I mean, we are open to the idea. We just got to find the right time and place.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now I'm going down. Upstam versus ASF. We know how the two rival. Those are two good fighters right there. Those guys can tear it down.
It's definitely a match that you definitely wouldn't imagine that happening, and kind of interested to see how it goes is what I felt about it.
Yeah, because Sam's known for just diving off the ring and just taking that bump, but he knows what he's doing. He don't mess around.
ASF is probably as big as one of Sam's arms, so
yeah, you could chew on it.
yeah. So it's going to be a nice contrast of styles.
Yes, it is.
Sam can surprisingly kind of keep up with ASF in a way.
Mm-hmm. And now I'm looking at this couples therapy match. The Kirks versus Austin Red Dick and Heidi
Howard.
Yes.
Couples therapy match. It's a no disqualification match. Both are couples in real life. Obviously, you know that with the Kirks.
Yes.
Shout out, fuck the Kirks.
Yes, fuck the Kirks, but I love the Kirks.
Same. We've been trying to get them in for a while, so it's not. So I thought, well, I never want to bring in people just for the sake of bringing in people. I wanted them to have a reason of bringing them in, and I was like, well, it's Valentine's Day. We need a wrestling couple. So who's the most perfect wrestling couple out there? It's the Kirks.
Yeah, it is.
And,
it is.
Austin.
It's not the Cardonas, that's for sure.
Well, the Cardonas cost an arm and a leg as well. So, and
he's too busy with little figures and this and that. Yeah, his little
Matt Cardona.
His little run with but he's gonna get his ass beat to him. I cannot wait for that at the Hammerstein finally when Joey gets a hold of him and
that should be fun. I'm looking forward to just
the story. Yeah, the stories have been going pretty good with those guys, and it's just great. That's just what you need. Like Jerry, of course, too. Double J coming back on the seat again.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's like TNA all over 1989 or when he first started wrestling for TNA, I remember I seen him like somebody. He used to get booed all the time. I used to go to this one promotion. I called him Slap Nuts, and I'd love to slap them that day, just a douchebag, just being himself, and
right.
He was a part of. That's right. It was called NWA Cyberspace. It was called. It was like a small. Vince Russo had a part of it. little Jersey crummy federation, but it lasted for a while. Yeah.
I would do anything to book Vince Russo at one of my shows. Would do anything. Just to say I did.
But now I'm looking at the the Lucha match. You got Juventud
Aria and Principal Celestia. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong. I think
yes, you got it close enough. Yes,
close enough. Yeah, that's a lucha attraction. Obviously, Houston, Texas. We have a large lucha following here, so I like to feed that. I like to feed that market, and again, it's back to making sure that there's one of everything. We like to be a variety show. We say that wrestling is like ice cream. Some people like chocolate. Some people like vanilla. Some people like strawberry. But everyone loves ice cream. So.
Oh, this was from earlier. Oh, shout out to Everett. Let's see. What's this? Yes, indeed, she is a workhorse. Billy is a workhorse. That's a good comment there. I like that. People, please leave comments and let us know what you want to hear, right? That's what we're here for as well.
Yeah, absolutely. More than anything.
So let's go back to growing up on like tag teams. Who were your tag teams back in the day?
Ooh. Who were my tag teams? I don't know. 2004 or 5 didn't really have a lot of good tag teams.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who were my tag teams? I'm really trying to. That was during the time Law Resistance and the Basham brothers were running around. So it's not exactly a great. I did think Eminem was a really good tag team. I hated him as a kid, but looking back on, I think they were an excellent tag team. Looking back on, so I guess that would be the first one that came to my mind growing up wise. Just because, yeah, they were kind of the only tag team running around that was. I mean, yeah, that's probably the one.
Probably or even when it was Scotty Too Hottie and his brother, as well as the oh god, what the hell were their names? 3 Count. 3 Count. Yes, and it's good to see he's back in the game again. He's been missing from wrestling for quite a long time. To see him back. It's amazing. There's a lot of guys coming back that we need to see. They've had their runs. WWE training, that's the whole field I'm getting at right now, with a lot of those guys.
Yeah, no doubt. Sky looks good. Good still.
Who's this? Nope, that's just text. Who? No, the same questions. Why do we get? Come on, people. Answers. I like to hear some questions, people. Don't just watch. Don't just look at us on the screen, right? Come on. Please ask questions to our guest today. But what else? Current scene of the women's division, who?
Everywhere or just
everywhere, anywhere.
The best female wrestler on the planet right now is probably
Thunder Rosa. I know, of course. Yeah.
I mean, it's either her or Britt, probably. Yeah. I know. I mean, as bad as WWE is, Bianca Belair is really good. I mean, she's really good. Women's side. Let's see who else is out there. Well, I go to women indie workers, obviously, too. I think Jordan Grace. I mean, she's not indie, but Jordan Grace is phenomenal. Deanna Purrazzo is phenomenal. Roxy, of course, she's like a legend in Texas and up there with some of the best on the planet as well.
Yeah, there's so many. There's just so many female. Yeah, there's a lot of Texas, and I'm looking at my guest tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to talk. She's from Texas as well, Micah Madrid.
Yeah.
And just the because she's. I don't know. There's just so many females that are on the market that are hungry for and who need to be seen. And you could go back and look at like we said, Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa to Layla Hirsch to Casey Cattell. Just Starland and this and that. Just the list goes on and on with the divisions of wherever.
Yeah, no doubt. There's a lot of talent out there.
Yeah, and they need to be, but they could always be seen at an indie show, which is great. You never know. So the doors are always open. Doors are always open.
Of course.
So knock on Wrestle Rave's door, right? Come on, they're welcome.
Yeah, more than welcome by any means.
Mm-hmm. But all right, I guess that's about it, right? We're good to go. What do you think?
Unless you got any other questions.
I think we're good to go. We plugged the show. That's the main thing we wanted to plug.
Well, there you go. Yeah, just follow us on the social media right down there. We got some good upcoming events coming up. And I'll just, I've already announced it on social media, but you are a deathmatch podcast. So I thought it would be nice to announce formally on your show that April 30th in Houston, we will be doing our first deathmatch tournament, the Death Triad. And it's going to be 3 triple threat matches. Winner goes to a final triple threat match, and every gimmick is decided by the spin of a wheel. So it's going to be fun.
I'm interested. Ooh, I'm going to have to make watch that one. Yes, indeed.
It will be on IWTV eventually, but that's my birthday present to myself is a deathmatch tournament.
Gotta have one. I mean, it's popular and it's a fun thing in Texas right now too.
Yeah, of course.
Seeing that fresh barbed wire on a bat. Hey, come on! Or wrapped around the ring post. You're like, oh, surprise! You never know. That's like Casanova Valentine. You'll be in for a surprise. I'm gonna know what he'll do.
Yeah, Cass will be in it. That is, I will make that official because he was the first guy we contacted to make it official for him. We got some other people that we've already locked down. Still some spots open that we haven't decided yet. But I'm planning on it to be a fun lineup, a diverse lineup, and something that I think even if you're a deathmatch fan or not a deathmatch fan, I think you're going to come away with it thinking, I might change my opinion on it.
You might, or you could have my opinion on it too, as I could probably tell you behind the scenes. Ooh, as well. There you go. I'll tell you after we close this out. How's that? Ooh.
Sounds good.
But anyway, fans, check them out. Check out Wrestle Rave on all platforms and social media, and go to IWTV. Just type in the search bar Wrestle Rave. You'll see a couple of their shows. Go to YouTube and just type in Wrestle Rave. You can probably find a couple of the old matches as well. I was going to say that's probably on there as well. Highlight reels and whatnot.
Yeah, there's a few up there.
Mm-hmm. So, fans, I want to say Nicolas, thank you for coming on tonight, and we'll be back again. You'll be back again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night, everybody. Fans, make sure you tune in tomorrow night at 8 p.m. with my guest, female indie talent, and she's been in the ring with the one and only Thunder Rosa on a AEW Dark. Micah Madrid will be on the podcast. Looking forward to talking to her and much more. Good night, everybody.